Hello, how are you? It is Burgess Taylor from Journey with Burgess, and I am showing you my documented journey. Whoa, I tripped water on there. My documented journey notebooks. These are handmade by Brie from Documented Journey. She's a YouTube channel and an Etsy shop, and she's on Instagram. I will try to get all of her links so I can post them below. So I custom ordered this in October after my dad died. And let's see, get it completely into focus. We'll move these. I showed this. It is a custom order. It's the rest of my hair. I've shown it. It says serenity is not freedom from the storm, but peace amid the storm. And I custom ordered it to use as a sketchbook. I have a pocket in here. I have done some watercolor stuff. I started this in October. That's Thanksgiving. That was an urban sketch date with my daughter. This was Christmas. These were just some daily illustrations of my life. Brushing my teeth, the morning routine thing, reading and writing. This is when we had snow back in January. This is the front yard, and this is the backyard. This was an urban sketch date with my husband, and these two ladies were talking, and I really had fun creating this. These were some sketches of my supplies. Sketch illustration of a coffee cup. This is that same tree right here. This is the fall, and this is when spring is starting, and I'll do it again each season, that tree. Right now it's all green, so I probably need to sketch it again because it doesn't have the white flowers on it. I did an illustration of a book and a quote. I put this in on top of here where I did some journaling. Life wide open. I was talking about Project Self. And I added this in here because I did this on watercolor paper because I wanted it near here. Because this is my thoughts after reading some of this. I'm about halfway through this book. And I aspire to be a giver of love, a giver of good vibes, and a giver of strength. And that really resonated with me. And I just did this the other day. This is my pen case. This is the Art Snacks pen case. I did the back side of it because that was actually what I was looking at, so that's what I did. And the things were sort of open. And this right here should actually be more black, but that's okay. So that's where I'm at here. I want to do more daily sketching in this, at least a couple times a week, of what real life things are, you know. I tried doing the shadow with purple. This is where I keep this one. This is my Janelli fish in the B6. This was the first documented journey notebook that I got. This was a prototype. She wanted to do Tomoe River paper journals. And this one is all Tomoe River paper. It was blank Tomoe River paper. And I really enjoyed doing this. I did all kinds of things in it. I tried new stuff that was sort of new to me, and I really, really enjoyed testing out this journal. I've come a long way. This little baggy thing, this came from Victor's stuff. I tried a lot of different things in this journal. It got me back into journaling, and because I wanted to do a review for Brie, I finished the whole journal. And like I talked about, this was the first time in a very long time that it actually finished a journal. I did a lot of different things. That's a blank page. Still need to finish those. I'm still working on them. They take a lot longer than I realized. But I did a lot of different things in here, trying all different kinds of things. the watercolor I did of my dad. Take the autofocus off so it will quit bouncing back and forth. That's supposed to be Mr. Rockstar. I was drawing that while watching Supernatural, so it looks quite a bit like Dean from Supernatural. Victor. I drew Victor. And that's the tree. That actually was November 17th. I did that, not October. So that's the first one. And this is the one I'm currently on. And I'm going to scooch the camera up some so you can see a little bit better. There we go. And this I started in February. And I did like a little vision board, inspiration board. And that came from Taroko Design. The postcard came with an order. And I've done all kinds of stuff in here. That was an artist date. And instead of sketching in my sketchbook, I actually sketched in my journal. A self-portrait. That was the one I did of what's in your bag. This was when I did the Hello Spring thing with Brie. I was doing some OmniJournal stuff in here. That was something that Amy Graham sent me in Happy Mail. My YouTube favorites the second time. Mr. Rockstar using our new to us riding lawnmower. I was the day that I did the urban sketch day outside of the tree. The one with the white flowers. The new heater we got. Victor had the best Cat in the Hat costume. They had to dress up like a Dr. Seuss character. David's been working on the riding lawnmower that my dad gave us. We need to do a little bit more work to it. I did a watercolor sketch on this page behind here. My nephews and my youngest nephew and Victor. I never did finish that page. Dentist stuff. Yep. That's my son. Looks like Victor, but that's my son when he was little. My new pen. Mrs. Tooth Star. I had another tooth pulled. I added washi tape here because unfortunately with the strings it had popped the sewing, the part right here. So this was coming loose, just this one section right here. And I put washi tape and tape on the edges of it, and then where it was coming loose some, there are a couple of places where I put washi tape, like right here, so that it wouldn't fall apart. There are a few blank pages in both journals. trying different things. That I made a little curtain to go over. It's a collage bit from Courtney Diaz from Little Raven Ink. Watercolored my jar of watercolor in the paintbrushes. That's Mrs. Tooth Star again. I have had quite a bit of dental work done and still am having dental work done. This was trying DIY masking fluid stuff. It was raining and I added a bit of watercolor because I tried it on a couple of different kind of surface, couple of different kinds of paper. This was just playing around with watercolor, practicing. This was, I got the Arteza watercolors in. I think that's when I posted the video about him, or when yeah, maybe. This is a rose. It's the day after my mom's birthday, and I did the rose and talked about things. Okay, well that's not supposed to be like that. What in the... Okay, well I'm gonna have to fix that. That's not good. Okay, so this was Easter. That's a card that I got in the mail from Happy Mail. It came with this, and I drew my Happy Mail. I have, I got this and Happy Mail. My one other drawing pen is over to the side. I need to put it back in here. These are my drawing pens, and this is, like the travel one. This I use on a regular basis. Both of these. This was the anniversary of my real daddy's death. 43 years was the anniversary, and Mr. Rockstar gave me flowers. My timer. I put, this is not the day that I got it, but sometimes I just put them in. I save them until I feel like I want to use them, and then sometimes I put them in on the day that I got them. I guess I need to be more consistent with that. Doing lawn work. We watched two movies, and one of them we did not like at all. That was my word count. My word count. We went to Aldi's. The roses, but I watercolored them yellow. I never did fill these in. Sink full of dishes. Cleaning the kitchen, writing, journaling, coffee on my coffee warmer. Victor gave me a Snoopy that he got in a McDonald's Happy Meal. Shared it with me. This was David taking Victor out when he cut the grass and letting Victor steer the lawnmower. I made I baked a chicken, but it looks more like a turkey, but I baked a chicken. Bigger pictures. My foot. That was the day that we found the dove's feathers all over the yard from where the hawk had killed the dove. This is something I'm still working on. It was something I really didn't like, and then I wrote over it, and then I watercolored over it, and then I wrote over it, and then I watercolored over it. Just getting some stuff out. This is our April supplies, which I've written down but haven't actually drawn yet. This was some collage that I did. Be Your Own Legend. I'm looking into the future. And I did a little line of poetry with things from the magazine. Share your memories. We want to hear your ideas. Make your vision become a reality. Hello, May. And like I said, some washi tape works better than others. Victor helping his mom. This was the other Wednesday. Last Wednesday I had a Victor day. Yesterday we also had a Victor day. Victor and I went to McDonald's, and this time he didn't get a Snoopy thing. He got a humpback whale stuffed animal, and I drew, and he gave me the card to put in my journal, and he gave me some little flowers, wildflowers from the yard. I attempted to do with the wisteria in my yard. I love wisteria. I have a wisteria bush. Mr. Rockstar absolutely loves chocolate frosted flakes. They're new. And I have this stamp that says kid approved, and I crossed that out and wrote David approved. I did my journal, my traveler's notebook that I keep this journal in. It's right here. And it has this little coffee mug with pens and stuff in it. This is Victor playing. My wisteria. My azaleas, where I drew the book Craft a Life You Love, Mr. Rockstar grilling, different pictures of me, his cup that I got him, one of the things he got for his birthday, it says Instant Rockstar, just add coffee. I have one just like it, but mine is white because they sent me the white one. Hold on a minute, I had to change this. Okay, they sent me the white one. I had ordered the dark blue, and it had white writing. Well, they sent out before he could fix the order. They had already sent me out the white one with the black lettering where it only has it on one side, but they let me keep that one for free, and they still sent me the one that I had actually ordered, and his says it on both sides, and the cup is like a dark blue, and it has the white rating. That's the new webcam that I'm using right now. We made a special dinner for David's birthday Friday night, this past Friday night. And he actually made steak, which he doesn't eat because he doesn't eat beef or pork or anything anymore. But he really wanted it for his birthday. So this whole weekend for his birthday, he's eating all kinds of things he doesn't normally eat. He's having a little bit of a remission, and he really wanted to do that. Steak and shrimp are his very favorite meal. So I made sour cream and chives mashed potatoes. We did grilled shrimp and bell pepper and onion and mushrooms and steak and something else. So Saturday we went to his parents for his birthday, and his mom made him a German chocolate cake. That's his favorite. I don't eat that cake. I don't like the texture of coconut. I cannot stand shredded coconut. So we watched the movie Jumanji with The Rock and Jack Black. That's the bowl of chocolate frosted flakes. We had coffee together. I actually had chocolate Lucky Charms, so not healthy, but hey, you know, we decided to splurge over the weekend. This was Sunday, where we were going to go to my mom's and spend Sunday with my mom for his birthday, because that was also my mom and my stepdad's anniversary. Yeah, my mom wasn't feeling very good, so we spent the day relaxing. I made us a brunch. We had coffee together. I wrote that quote again. We fed the birds. We did some yard work. He played some guitar. And I put this card that says breakfast cheer and the little happy birthday washi tape. And then Monday, that was the whole internet fiasco, and I had to get another router. And I put the time because, and it says, well, look at that, because my mother-in-law was like, they may not come after 7. But he did. He came up, he got here about 7:45 in the evening. And so all day long, from about 10:30, quarter till 11 in the morning, from then on, I didn't have internet all day. So I took a nap. I did some watercolor. I did all kinds. We had coffee together. I did all kinds of things. We spent time together. We cleaned the house. We did lawn work, yard work, I should say. Yeah, it was a busy day, but I didn't get very much of the stuff that I really wanted to get done, like the plan as you go, and a lot of that kind of stuff that didn't happen till Tuesday. So everything for me is off this week. Patreon, YouTube, everything is off. I did some journaling about journaling. This was Wednesday's page. This is Victor. He did really good at school. I have artist washi tape. I did some journaling. We had some Chinese food. Me and Victor made cupcakes. We did yard work. Those are our fortunes from the cookies. It was really good. We had house lo mein noodles, and the house lo mein with shrimp and stuff in it. So it was really good. This is some more journaling about journaling. I did that Wednesday and some more, and then this is today's page. And then back here, this is all I have left, y'all. It's not quite enough to finish May because I've done a lot of journaling. And this is where I talk about each journal and about starting a new journal. And I watercolored, this was the vellum, and I glued it to the page right here. And then I wrote over all of it. And I watercolored what would look like maybe the other side of the vellum. And these are things I had put in my goals for 2018. I'm going to do this page again. My books I've read, which I've not filled out when I was going to do the year in pixels. And I can fill this in because I actually have this in the Omni Journal. And this was the letter I wrote to myself about being brave. So I'm almost finished with this journal. And that is probably my fault more than how the journal is set up, because I kept taking it in and out right here. I'm going to probably put washi tape or something on the inside of the new one to see if I can help prevent that from happening. So let's open my new documented journey. This will go inside my journal. Burgess, as always, thank you for all your support. You know how much it means to me. Love, Brie. And here's my new journal, and this will go right in here. And I asked her to do wisteria, and she did, and look how gorgeous. She's been doing these beautiful ink drawings of flowers. And, oh yes, 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 yes. And she sent me a sticker. I like that. Isn't that cool? And this is my invoice, which I'll put up. So this will be number 3. And this is the mixture of Strathmore mixed media paper and the, I believe it's 68 GSM. I'm not sure, it's Tumaway River paper. I custom order the journals from her. I love them. I love them. Oh, I guess I'm not in frame, am I? There we go. Hope you didn't miss anything. Oh, she's added some vellum of flowers in here. And it's just, you go through, and there's the other side of the vellum, and it alternates between the Strathmore mixed media paper, and this is one of hers, and she printed it on the vellum for me. This is the dahlia that she did. And like I said, it's a mixture of the Strathmore mixed media paper and Tumaway River paper. So it gives me a chance to really sketch, and then it gives, there's the other side of the dahlia. Isn't that gorgeous? She is the most beautiful art. I said it before, and I'll say it again, I really wish she could be my art teacher. So this is her wisteria. Isn't that gorgeous? This is what is on here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And there it is again. Isn't that gorgeous? And oh, look how beautiful. I love that. And look, so the backside, even the backside of that is gorgeous. Look at it. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is the back side. I think I'll write it down here. I've been writing it up at the top because her signature's down here. And I've got pink or something's coming off of my hands. I think I'm going to write it down here at this time. There we go. Y'all, I'm so excited. Look at this chunky monkey. Look at this chunky monkey. And I waited forever to use this little thing right here. It was a tag that came off of a shirt. I mean, I have all kinds of goodies in here. I have tip-ins and pictures and postcards and all kinds of stuff. And look at it. So, yeah. Here we are. This is where I'll be doing today's page. And I have quite a bit of other things to do in here. I like how that looks. I really like how that looks. This is just an ode to, you know, starting a new journal, the number 3. And, you know, each journal I finish is one step closer towards being a better me, a better artist, and helping me cope with my anxiety, because that's what the art and the journaling helps me do, is to help me with my anxiety. And the planning really helps with the ADHD. So does the art and the writing. And all these creative things really help me with that, with the anxiety, the depression, and the ADHD. And I find myself growing more and more as I go through each journal. I find myself growing as an artist. I'm really pretty much done with the coffee cups for the most part. I don't think I'll be doing coffee cups on every single page anymore. I just think I'm outgrowing that. So this may be the last journal that I do the coffee cups on. I'm not sure. I hate to not do them, but I'm growing kind of, I don't know. I'm growing as an artist, as a journaler, and I want to do other things. I like doing more of the combination of art and real life ephemera. I like doing things like this, where I add in bits and pieces and I draw in watercolor different things. I love being able to add pictures. Sometimes I don't add pictures every single day. I like drawing things like this. I love when I do pages where I have some of this over here, but then I have one image over here to the right. This washi tape is for Shark Week. There we go. That should do better. I love the way that this has turned out. I have had some issues with finishing journals, but since I started this journal where I wanted to do an honest review of it, since I started this one and finished it, the feeling of accomplishment and the feeling of how excited it made me to write in that last page, the journal that I did, where I write about, like, I journal about the journal and the how I felt. And then I've done it in this one too. I went ahead and did it in this one too, because I wanted to make sure that I had enough space to do that. So I did it, and I did it differently. I feel really good. I've had a lot of issues, but that first custom order, when I did it and I got the prototype, y'all, I'm just telling you, there's something. I think one of the things was having a real reason to finish, like being accountable, having the, I need to do a review of this, an honest review, and I absolutely, and I'm hooked on her journals. So these are now my art journal. These are my document my life journals, which is funny. I mean, that's her name, Documented Journey, and I'm documenting my journey in her journals. I have learned so much about myself through the process of doing this. This page, before, I had something else on here that I did not like at all, that I found to be really atrocious. And I was trying something different, and it didn't turn out very well at all. And I realized that I could do something different. And with Patreon, I felt comfortable to do that. I tried something completely different and chronicled some of that. I love how it's turned out. Now, I did add the washi tape in the middle, so I ended up adding this to it to sort of kind of, you know, sync it all up. But the thing that spoke to me when I do these journals, the thing that speaks to me when I do these journals, is that it is a document of my life. Like, even on the days when I don't write anything and I end up with the drawings and I don't finish doing the journaling, it tells you kind of what I did. You know, there's a coffee cup, you know, and St. Patrick's Day, live write-in and chat, and I just didn't have time. There's nothing on Sunday. So Sunday means I got really busy and was doing stuff. Now that was fun. And this was fun. This is that glassine paper, and I watercolored over that, and I've done this before in a journal. I think I did this originally in the Fobonichi. But I'm adding all different kinds of things to my journal pages and changing things up and adding little bits You know, this came from a letter that someone sent me. I think it really just, you know, I have been getting out of my comfort zone. More and more getting out of my comfort zone and doing things that really make me happy. I'm growing, 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 and I realized I'm changing some things. I'm wanting to do more and more extra stuff, like just all different kinds of things. I don't want to stick to just this kind of thing anymore. I want to get out of my comfort zone and do more stuff. And I've been trying little by little to get out of my comfort zone and do other things. This was very much, I really enjoyed this. It was a bit hard to do, and I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with it. And that's probably not a hawk, but it represents a hawk to me. This was getting out of my comfort zone. And my custom. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. You have a good one, and I'll see y'all again soon. Bye, y'all.